A lot of people stop using ChatGPT for writing for one simple reason. It does not sound like them. It sounds too polished, too generic, too stiff, too eager, or just plain off. And when that happens, people start saying things like, AI is not for me, or this just sounds fake. But the truth is, the problem is usually not that ChatGPT cannot help. The problem is that ChatGPT does not know your voice unless you teach it. Today, I want to show you how to get ChatGPT to sound more like you without losing what makes your writing feel real, natural, and human. Welcome back to AI Puppy Playbook, where we keep AI clear, useful, and beginner-friendly. A lot of people expect ChatGPT to magically sound like them on the first try. That is not how this works. ChatGPT is trained to be broadly helpful. That means if you do not guide it, it will often default to language that sounds safe, polished, and generic. That is why so many people read an AI draft and think, nope, that is not me. And honestly, they are right. Because if you do not give it your tone, your rhythm, your word choice, your style, and your boundaries, it is going to fill in the blanks with its own default patterns. That is where the fake-sounding stuff comes from. The goal is not to ask ChatGPT to be you. The goal is to train it to write more like you. There is a difference. You are not handing over your voice. You are giving AI better direction so it can support your voice. That means you need to do 4 things. First, describe your tone. Second, give it a sample of your writing. Third, tell it what to avoid. Fourth, refine the output instead of settling for the first draft. That is the process. Most people say things like, write me a caption, or write me a blog post. That is too open. Instead, tell ChatGPT how you want the writing to feel. For example, write this in a clear, grounded, natural voice. Keep it warm, practical, and direct. Do not sound overly polished, robotic, preachy, or full of fluff. That is already better. Now ChatGPT has a lane. It may not be perfect yet, but at least it is not guessing in the dark. This is where things get much better. If you want ChatGPT to sound more like you, give it a piece of your actual writing. That could be a blog paragraph, a social caption, an email you wrote, a page from your website, or even a rough draft that already sounds like you. Then say, study this writing sample. Pay attention to the tone, rhythm, sentence length, word choice, and overall feel. Then write new content that matches this voice as closely as possible while staying clear and natural. This is one of the most useful things you can do, because now ChatGPT is not inventing a style from scratch. It is learning from something real. This part matters more than people realize. Sometimes ChatGPT gets close, but then ruins it with certain words or patterns. That is why you want to tell it what not to do. For example, do not use stiff language. Do not over-explain. Do not sound like a sales page. Do not use buzzwords. Do not use filler. Do not make this sound overly enthusiastic or fake. That is helpful because you are giving it guardrails. Good prompting is not just about what you want. It is also about what you do not want. This is where people either save time or waste time. If the first draft sounds off, do not throw the whole thing away right away. Refine it. Try prompts like, this still sounds too generic. Make it more natural and grounded. This feels too polished. Make it sound more human and conversational. Keep the message, but rewrite this in a simpler, more direct voice. Shorten the sentences and remove filler. Make this sound like a smart, real person, not a corporate robot. That is how you guide the output closer to your voice. Think of the first result as a draft, not a final answer. This is where people either save time or waste time. If the first draft sounds off, do not throw the whole thing away right away. Refine it. Try prompts like, this still sounds too generic. Make it more natural and grounded. This feels too polished. Make it sound more human and conversational. Keep the message, but rewrite this in a simpler, more direct voice. Shorten the sentences and remove filler. Make this sound like a smart, real person, not a corporate robot. That is how you guide the output closer to your voice. Think of the first result as a draft, not a final answer. This is one of the smartest things you can do if you create content regularly. Ask ChatGPT to help you build a short voice guide you can reuse. Try this. Based on this writing sample, create a short style guide for my voice. Include tone, sentence style, pacing, words or phrases I tend to use, and what to avoid. Once you have that, you can reuse it again and again. That makes your workflow faster and more consistent. And that is the scalable move. Now let me say something important. Do not try to make ChatGPT copy you so closely that it becomes forced or weird. You still need your own judgment. Your job is to review the output and make sure it still sounds like something you would actually say. AI can help you get closer, faster. But you still decide what is true to your voice. That part matters. If ChatGPT keeps sounding generic, that does not mean AI writing is useless. It usually means the tool needs better direction. You need to tell it how you sound, show it examples, give it boundaries, and refine what it gives back. That is how you make AI more useful without sounding like everybody else. AI should not erase your voice. It should help you sharpen it. If this helped you, subscribe to AI Puppy Playbook for practical AI lessons that make life and business easier without the overwhelm. And if you want, tell me in the comments what kind of writing you want ChatGPT to help you with most. As always, I share this content for general education only. It is not legal, medical, financial, or professional advice. And ChatGPT is not a replacement for your own judgment or final review. You can find the prompts from this video in the description below. If this helped you, follow, like, share, and save it for later. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next AI Puppy Playbook lesson.